Thank you. Hi, everybody. You guys keep it going for Denver Open Media. This is so fun. Yes, this is exciting. You guys, I think that I am, a fine-looking person for the most part. But every now and again, I will catch a glimpse of my face in a mirror and be like, who's that Irish peasant? I'm like, that gal better get the dole home to her 8 brothers and sisters. They're starving. You guys, they're starving. Okay, you guys need to read Angela's Ashes, apparently. No, I was talking to a childhood friend of mine recently, and she reminded me that when we were little, we would play house, we'd all be out on the playground, and we would come up with, our dream husbands. And my friends would always be like, my husband's a doctor, or my husband's a lawyer. And I would always be like, my husband's dead. Just as soon as I learned what a widow was, I was like, I'll take it. Yeah. Get some me time again at the end? Yeah, cool. I think I also just realized from an early age that being sad is kind of a power play, you can kind of do whatever you want if you're sad. I was just snatching toys out of my friends' hands, being like, my husband died. He was a marine biologist. That's the cool kid job. My friends and I, we were also really into playing with Legos. We'd build up Legos, but I feel like Legos are different now because they have Lego sets, and you build a very specific thing, and it comes with very detailed instructions, and they have different ones for boys and for girls, and the ones for boys are always so exciting. It's like, you're gonna build a spaceship or a tank, you're gonna fly around the world, and the ones for girls are always you're gonna build an animal hospital. You have to watch sick ponies. We're boys, your toy comes with a laser sword and a fire gun. Girls, your toy comes with an obligation. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I love to just think of children using their imaginations. The boys are like, I shot down his TIE fighter. And the girls are like, things have been pretty touch and go with Buttercup. I don't know. Just a very stressed 8-year-old. That's kind of the type of child I was. I literally threw all of my Barbies into a trash can when I was around 8 because I was like, I can't care for these women. I can't give them the dream homes and convertibles that they deserve, I have 8 Barbies, 1 Ken. What kind of life am I forcing these sister wives into, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it. I think being a kid is hard, though. I work with children. I work at a residential facility, so I work with kids who mostly have been removed from their, foster homes and whatnot for extreme behaviors. So they hit and they kick and they have a good reason to, and usually I can keep my cool. I'm very calm, but a little while back, a child did something that I considered, and I think you'll agree with me, unforgivable. And it was when the Star Wars Force Awakens came out. The day that it came out, he told me what happened at the end. I had not seen it. And yeah, it's a thing. If you haven't seen it, it's been 2 years, you should probably see it, but it's upsetting, yeah, and I was like, oh, it was the closest I've ever come to retaliating against a child, I really wanted to say well, you told me the end of that, let me tell you the end of this. You're 11 and getting less cute by the day. Nobody adopts a 12-year-old. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I didn't say it. I would never say that out loud. So, no, it's okay. You guys, I've heard a lot of the women that I know say that they stopped taking their birth control pills because it made them crazy, which has always baffled me. I'm like, am I the only one who can't tell the difference? They'll be like, I was crying every day. I'm like, we're not all crying every day. That's not human baseline. You guys have seen these dog videos on the internet, right? Just dry eye. Okay. They'll be like, I was gaining weight. I'm like, oh, we're not all gaining weight every year till we die. Well, whoops. Okay, whoopsie. I've been going the wrong direction on that one. I've been putting on some pounds. I've gained some weight in the last year or so. I get really mad when I hear people say they forgot to eat. I'm like, that's weird. I remembered to eat way more times than I was hungry. I have a great memory, I guess, is what it is. I don't know. No, I've gained some weight. It's okay, but sometimes I'll still catch myself having the same thoughts I had when I was skinnier. I'll think kind of skinny girl thoughts, I'll think I deserve love, or people should listen when I talk. It's not with that BMI, young lady. No, it's okay. We're okay. I was talking to a friend of mine who I haven't seen in a while, and I was like, yeah, I've gained some weight since you last saw me. And he was like, that's cool, you're curvy. And I was like, yeah, there's Hollywood curvy, there's Selma Hayek. And then I feel like there's also more Mall of America curvy, which is more where I'm, the curvy section of Mervyn's is where I live now. It's okay. You guys, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm not great with dieting either, so I'm at this point, I'm just kind of praying that fashion will dramatically change directions, that people will be like, we used to love a thigh gap, but now we love a perfectly round head, now we love when we can tell where your belly button is through your shirt. That's the look. Just hoping, you guys, and praying. I've had a lot of the gentlemen that I've dated tell me that I'm easy to talk to, which is nice, I guess, but I'm like, well, let me explain that to you. I have to be. I'm a non-hot American woman. That's my bread and butter, baby. That's what keeps them coming back. I'm like, that's obvious, right? If I'm not going to be a 10, I'm going to listen to you talk about your baseball novel or whatever it is that's important to you. Not sure. Dating is hard. I think dating's tough because I always want to date kind of a creative, intellectual type, but I feel like there are a lot of gentlemen nowadays who kind of think that they're nerds because they like Star Wars and Game of Thrones, the two most popular things on the planet. Whereas I was the type of nerd that in first grade I called a school bully a cold-hearted scoundrel. I read it in a book. I thought it was a sick burn, and I said it aloud to another child. So that's more where I'm coming from. Yeah, I got him good. Nobody else thought so, but I did. In fifth grade, my school, we went on a school field trip to this mini town. We all got jobs in the town. The job I wanted, radio DJ. The job I got, postmaster general. Even then, my teachers were like, this girl is lame. Oh, she's boring. Oh, it's tough. Dating, it's hard. Do you guys use any of the apps? You use Tinder or Bumble or anything? People use them. I think that's okay. I don't have them right now, but I think I'm going to download Tinder because I have kind of a new plan for my life. I want to get Tinder. I want to say yes to every Trump supporter. I want to talk to them for 3 days, and then I want to be like, psych, I would never sleep with a Trump supporter. I don't know how else to get to them, you guys. How do we break through? I don't know. I gotta, maybe Tinder they'll listen. I don't know. I'm not a huge Trump fan. I try to keep it under check, but sometimes I get so mad I just want to resort to childhood insults. I just want to go to the Facebook page of any white woman who supports Trump and be like, have you gained weight? Or I don't know, you look tired. I don't know. I don't know how to be productive anymore. I don't know. No, I don't have Tinder. I actually do. I am dating someone right now. I have a boyfriend. But I've noticed that he and I kind of have different approaches. I'm in grad school to be a therapist, so everybody I know just says partner instead of boyfriend or girlfriend, just to make it easy. So I've noticed that I call my boyfriend my partner, whereas he calls me this girl I know. So just a little different, I've noticed. It's interesting. No, he's cool. Yeah, with the Trump stuff, it's so hard. I feel like there's so many terrible things happening all the time, and I always want to be supportive, but I don't want it to be like, look at me, I'm being supportive. Like, I don't want to make it about me, you know? So, like, I'll go to Facebook and I'll want to post something, but everything I come up with is just like, Black Lives Matter, but not just because I'm a white person and I say they matter. Like, I don't even like myself. I'm sorry. Is that helpful? It's a long hashtag. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess it's not that hard, but I feel like if you oversimplify it, it's kind of like the experience of being a white person at a Mexican restaurant. Like, you don't want to be that awful white person who orders like a quesadilla. You know what I mean? We all know, don't do that. But I think you also don't want to be that awful white person who orders like a quesadilla. You know, like, don't, just stay in your lane. Just don't use your own voice. Okay, that's gonna do it for me, you guys. I'm Caitie. Make some noise for Brandon.
Caitie, thank you. You can stand right there if you want some more. Yeah, we'll dance a little bit. Hey, same question to you. Where can we find out more about you? Where are you going to be playing next? What's going on?
Okay, well, I actually host the show that Josh is going to do, Designated Drunkard. It's the first Saturday of every month at El Torito. And it's just my name on Twitter and Facebook and all that. So,
thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, one more time.